So today marks the start of rebuilding the bike. As you can see, it's in pieces. But first thing I gotta do is put the engine in, and then from there I'm just gonna build it back up. Got some new stuff going on it, a little more fabrication to do, and I also gotta paint the tank. But other than that, I just gotta put it all back together. Finally painting the frame. So just as a reference of where we're starting. Parts over there, some parts down in there, and then this stuff. So I painted the frame, it's all ready, and gonna tilt the engine. I think the best way, or at least for me, to get this in, I'll get some help too from my dad, but I'm gonna tilt the engine on its side and then pretty much just sit the frame on top of it and put the bolts in and then set it back up and then just build from there, and hopefully that goes well. That was a lot easier said than done. I got it all in there now, except for having trouble lining up that mount, but it's in there. Now I'm actually gonna take that swing arm off and paint it because it looks like garbage after that. It's really starting to come together. I mean, it's just an engine in there right now, but that was one of the big hurdles of doing this, is getting the engine in there. So now that that's in there, I can start throwing other things on there and wiring it up. And that all leads up to the moment where I start it up, which will be exciting. So looking forward to that. So I'm going to keep working now and get as much done as I can. I did it. That was also a lot easier said than done. I ended up having to smack it with a hammer, like repeatedly, very hard, to get the axle out. I don't know what was binding it up, but I'm gonna put some new grease on it. Well, gonna repaint the swing arm, and the pads look good in there, so probably just gonna leave that, clean it up a little bit in there, and re-grease, repaint, put it all back together. Good as new, sort of, not really. Good enough for me. My method for painting things has been use little garden hook things and just hang the parts on there. Gotta do a clear coat over that and then it's ready. Not the best, but better than what it was. And then put it on the bike and start piecing everything back together. It is at this point that I'm getting very excited. I just plopped the tank on top. I'm going to need to take it back off to do wiring stuff, but I just wanted to see what it looked like, and wow, this is getting me excited. To be honest, I'm sort of liking the primer, dirty primer look, but probably still going to paint it. Gotta do a clear coat on the swing arm, then I can put that all back together and that can go back on, and as well as the kickstand, and then waiting for, I got a new old stock, so pretty much a new top triple tree for it, since my old one is inside, but it broke, and it's actually harder than you'd think to find a new triple tree. They make billet aluminum ones, except they're really expensive and out of stock at a lot of places, but got that coming from Canada. Then I can put that all back together as a kickstand, then wire it up, and then hopefully go vroom. That'd be really nice if it just went vroom first try. I'm definitely gonna have to tune the carburetors a little bit, tinker with those, because went for the pod filter style slash look, whatever. And yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap the exhaust because they look like garbage. And then we'll be done. Alright, projects are never done. Oh, I also have to fabricate a pan for the battery. And that'll go somewhere like in here, as well as the regulator, rectifier, yada yada yada. So I'll build a little aluminum pan for that. And then I gotta make a seat. Don't quite know how I'm gonna do that yet. I think I'm just gonna make a wooden seat and then pad on top of it. And then probably the biggest nightmare of it all is gonna be dealing with this rat's nest of wiring, because someone thought it would be a good idea to put riser bars on it, which is in fact a horrible idea because they did it the wrong way and they just cut and spliced and diced and everything, those wires. So I might have to buy new loom because that's just horribly messed up. Getting closer, get in there, getting really excited. Can't wait to finally get it together. This is how I've got the back of the bike propped up so that I can put the rear wheel back on. And then I'll put the front forks on, then prop the front up, then put the front wheel on, then I put the kickstand on, and then it can stand by itself and I can keep adding on top of it. Don't be stupid. Put the wheel on the right way. The chain is on that side. Don't forget to lube her up. So now that I've got the rear wheel on and the axle through it, and that's all set up, I can start to work on the front triple tree, and then I can put forks on, then wheel, handlebars, whatnot. Here's the original triple tree. When I was taking it off, trying to get the forks off, it actually snapped there, and I brought it to a welder that could weld aluminum. Paid 40 bucks and it came out lopsided, so a little disappointed with that. So what I actually found was, you can see that, new old stock. So this is pretty much a brand new one back from the 70s. Came from Canada. I don't know if this guy had it sitting in his shed or something, or in his shop since then, but it's a literally brand new one. It's got like a couple scuffs and stuff, but I gotta move the handlebar mounts over onto here and then put it all back together. It's like a big puzzle, some Legos. It's fun. Make sure that you grease up any of the places where things will be moving. So that's where all the little ball bearings go, because some people replace them with tapered rollered bearings, but I'm just gonna leave these the original way they did it. And that's what goes on top of it. Here are all the little ball bearings. So there's also grease, I don't know if you can see that, up in there, because it's just like this but upside down. So just stick all the little beads in, or ball bearings in, and then pretty much sandwich them together. Shove the triple tree, the bottom triple tree up, put the top triple tree on, well, like these go on, top triple tree, and then sandwich it all together and squish it together with that nut. I've now placed all of the ball bearings into the bottom one, and the best way to do that is pretty much just put a good amount of grease up in that little the recess where all the ball bearings sit, and then get the actual ball bearings. I cleaned mine off, cleaned all the old grease off, and then put new grease on them and sort of just roll them around in a little bit of grease, get them sticky, and then just stick them on up in there. And I'll do the same to the top and then sandwich it all together. I put all the ball bearings in the top now, so I'm gonna slide, and that'll hold it on. Now I'm not sure if there's an actual tool for this, but this looks like a great place to stick a screwdriver and tap with a hammer, so. That may be a little tight. That feels a lot better. Now we'll go the top triple tree and the nut. Boom. And I actually repainted the handlebar mounts because they would have been failing. the new old stock triple tree. It just looked too good to put the old ones on, so took them off, sanded them down a little bit, repainted them. Now it's almost an exact match, which is pretty nice. And then I got the bars right here that they'll go there, and look, it's a bike. I put the handlebars on and boom. It's really looking like a bike now. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more updates. Gonna start working on it a little more today. Just wanted to put out a video so you guys can see my progress. And once I get this done, I will be able to start tearing the bus apart. Stay tuned, guys.